Well, this is going to be the saddest video ever. I hope there's some happiness somewhere in here. But let me go ahead and start off with a few sad things from this week. And don't worry, it's nothing, nothing, tragic or anything like that. But just sad to hear or sad to see. So the first one is last week's video. I showed you my drive in the morning to school and all those kids that wait for the bus. This morning it was raining pretty good, and those same kids were waiting in the dark, in the rain, with no umbrella. And who knows how long they were standing there. They were definitely standing there when I drove by, and I didn't see any bus coming. So it was just sad. I was just like, I don't want those kids out there in the first place in that darkness, but now they're getting all soaked in the rain. I'm like, come on, mom and dad, get them that umbrella. That one kid that goes to junior high, he's too cool to get him umbrella. I don't know, get him a hoodie or something. I don't know. It just really made me sad to see them sitting in the rain. The other sad story took place at Kroger. My wife and I this week went to Kroger, and shout out to Rudy. Rudy is the checkout guy at Kroger, and he is just always pleasant. One of those people that, you when you do your job, do it to the best of your ability, be the best you can be at that job. That's what Rudy is. Anyway, we check out our, food items, and we are ready to just leave. And the next lady, that's putting her stuff on the little conveyor belt, we watch her put her stuff on the belt. And as we're ready to leave, Rudy says to her, "Hey, smile." And I'm sure you've heard of clerks that are just overly outgoing and will tell somebody, "Hey, smile." And the the words that came out of her mouth made my wife and I both really sad. She said, "I'm having a really tough time doing that this morning." And it was really early in the morning too. I'm like, man, I mean, not that things can't happen bad in the morning, and maybe it's a carryover from the next day, who knows? But it just made us sad to think, you know, this lady couldn't even fake a smile, or anything like that. It was just, I'm having a really tough time doing that this morning. So who knows what was going on with her. We were trying to see if we could talk with her, but she had just way too many items there. And so, if you ever catch yourself in a minute, pray for these kids in the rain that, they get an umbrella. I don't know, something happens. And then pray for this lady at Kroger that just seemed to have a really rough morning or the day before and just couldn't muster up a smile for Rudy. On the note of sad, let me go ahead and tell you what's been going on with prices lately. Woo! So I just told you about Kroger. Our bill, this wasn't even a full-on weekly grocery trip. This might have been a 3 or 4 day grocery trip. I will preface it by saying we did get some allergy medicine that we normally would not have. That was like a $20 Claritin. What else did we get? We got one other thing that was not as expensive as the Claritin, but it added to the weekly bill that, normally doesn't. But we paid $253 at Kroger, and that was, again, not even a weekly bill. And so my wife and I are like, what in the world? And that's after they take all the prices off for having the Kroger card. And so I was like, wow, something is crazy going on. I just told you last week that my daughter had her birthday, her golden birthday. And so she wanted to go to Olive Garden. And we're like, all right, let's do that. And in the back of my mind, I was a little nervous because I know that Olive Garden's prices are. So we have a family of 5. We went to Olive Garden. Yes, we all got drinks. And I know you're going to be like, well, don't get the drinks. It was our birthday. Come on, we're getting drinks. And we got 2 tiramisus. The bill came out to $150. I'm like, Whoa! I've never, I mean, usually at Olive Garden we might be in the 110 range. And so that shocked me. I was like, "Oh man, what is this? You know, this better be her golden birthday. This better be her birthday and Christmas wrapped up in one." So that was quite a shocker too. So prices are just crazy, guys. And I didn't need to tell you that. I'm just telling you what's going on over here in Tennessee. Gas I filled in the other day. Gas is creeping up there to $3. And I know you California folks are going to say, what in the world is Mitch complaining about? I'm not complaining. I'm just noticing, I'm observing that the prices are, I mean, we were in the 260s and now we're in the 290s. We're getting close to that $3 range. Nope, I'm not complaining. It was just an observation. For one more sad thing is all of this immigrant talk that's going on around the country. In New York, they're housing immigrants and not taking care of everybody else. I'm sorry. You know, I'll be the first one to say, hey, I'll lend somebody a helping hand, but it's not going to come before my family. And it just seems like these immigrants are getting help, and the people that were here, homeless veterans, people that truly need the help that are Americans, are getting overlooked, bypassed. These immigrants are staying in these hotels while homeless people are on the street. I'm just sorry. We have to take care of our own folks first. And how dare Biden get on the State of the Union and basically talk about immigrant or immigration like he's doing something about it, like it's a good thing. And he's getting upset about fentanyl. You're the one that opened the borders and let all of that stuff in. I couldn't believe he actually talked about it. If I was him, I'd be like, scratch off this. I'm not talking about immigrants or immigration because I'm the one that caused the problem. It's just sad. And I guess I get angry at the fact that he's the one that caused this, but I get sad for the folks that are directly affected by it. You know, I sit and my wife and I watch TV and we see all of these commercials. Please donate to Make-A-Wish. Please donate to homeless veterans or wounded veterans. And I'm like, come on, give that money to those, you know, all the money that they're spending on the immigrants, give it to the folks who were here, who are Americans that really need that help. And if you just took care of the border, we could take care of our own folks. And again, you know, I don't want to bring up the whole Ukraine thing, but we're giving so much money to them and we have so many issues here in our own country. And it just feels like if I were living in my house right now and I have 800 people that need help, but I don't take care of my own family, what good am I? You know, you're the president. You take care of the American people first, and then we can worry about anybody else. But when we have all of these issues going on and you're standing up there saying how great you've been on immigration, it makes me more angry. But again, I'm sad for the folks who are not receiving what they should be receiving, the people who sacrificed and gave up so much to serve our country and they don't get the money and services that they deserve, and it's going to the immigrants. I have something that just sticks in my craw really badly. Sticks in my craw. Is that a Southern thing? This week was pretty busy before I went on spring break. So I'm going to end this video with a little bit of driving. All right, everybody, we are headed east on the 321. This is Lamar Alexander Parkway here. And we're just cruising. This is going to be off the beaten path here from the city of Maryville. This would be headed towards Friendsville, Greenback, and if I take this far enough, Lenore City. But this is a beautiful drive for me because there's no stoplights. There might be a few stoplights, but this is the exact highway I took, or we took as a family, coming back from the Smokies 3 years ago when we decided, hey, if we ever did move, this would be a great place to go to. So, the good Lord just had some way of us coming by here and really falling in love with the place, and here we are.